January 1st, 2024. It is about 15-20 degrees out. It's been super mild the past couple of months. It's been pretty amazing. So we're gonna go feed some cows, show you a few things. We had quite a summer. There was a blessing and a curse. We had 2023 was like the wettest summer on memory. It was very hard to get hay cut and stuff. Once we did get it cut, it was hard to get it back to the home farm and get it stacked out on pasture where we wanted it. Usually we stack the hay out in a grid on pasture in the summer, and then we feed it out with electric fence in the winter, so we don't have to start a tractor up and all that stuff. This year, too wet. We couldn't get back to most of our ground. So a lot of it, we got like 400 bales that are stacked in places like this right next to the house. And so we're feeding it out. And got a new tractor. We'll check that out in a minute. But yeah, so the blessing here is, since it's been so wet, but it's also been super mild, and this has made it very easy to get around with the tractor. And now that the ground is frozen just a little bit, I can get around and I can bring this hay out to the cows, and I'm feeding them on a place in the way back pasture of our farm where I've never really been able to get equipment up to get hay stacked. So I'm trying to improve the fertility of that ground, and this is a great opportunity to do it, take advantage of this winter. New toy here. This is a New Holland TN75S 2002, 75 horsepower, and just barely broke in, just under 3,000 hours on it. So got a heated cab. I just fixed the heat on it. So I'm getting kind of spoiled, guys. Here's the view from inside. And I'm getting old. I just turned 40 this fall, and I'm tired of being out in the cold weather, sitting in a tractor freezing my butt off. So yeah, this was a 18 grand. So it's the most expensive tractor, biggest tractor, and newest tractor I've ever owned. But we'll hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have this paid off, and it'll have been a good investment. So far, so good. I've put, I don't know, for like 40-50 hours on it, and it is running pretty slick. So I like it. I like it as of now, and there's a lot of stuff on it that works a lot better than all my old machines. Let's go out back. Let's get this hay out there and show you the cows. Some rough spots I gotta go around, so the trail here is kind of windy, go through different gates and turns and twists and stuff. Someday when I get rich, I'll have a straight road going back there. I'm going that way, but I gotta go all the way around to get there. Put chains on this pretty soon. Push button 4-wheel drive. It's got an automatic 4-wheel drive or manual. I just put it in manual. But the front tires are just a little bit bald. And a set of chains here. We get a little more snow, I'll put a set of chains on, and I think it's gonna be perfect. This is some hay that we have stacked. This is actually our best hay that is set up for the cows. We have the calves are separate, and they've got some really good hay too, but this is the best cow hay, and we're saving this for right before they start calving next spring. So we're feeding the lowest quality hay first, and then as they progress through the winter and their calves are more developed, they need more nutrition for those calves. they're gonna get better quality hay, just kind of stepping up in quality. So we're starting way up top. We're hauling all this garbage hay, and then we go down. There's a stack on the edge of the woods there. That's gonna be their next spot, and then they're gonna move down to that stack. So I've done, this is my 4th trip up here today, and I can tell it's getting warmer because my traction isn't as good. Every trip the traction gets a little bit worse as it gets warmer. Tires don't grip the snow and ice as well. And the emergency brake actually works on this thing. That's a first for me. Let me get this gate open. If they're a ways away, I'll usually keep the gate open while I'm dumping the hay. So last winter we fed cows. We had a bunch of bales stacked right in this lower part of this pasture. This is like probably between 12 and 14 acres, this one big pasture. It's pretty nice spot. It's the most beautiful place on this farm. But the issue is the fertility has been pretty low on it. It's not the best. Soil's been kind of degraded over time. So it used to be farm ground. It's kind of recovering, but there's places on it that the fertility is really low. It doesn't grow very good grass. There's patches that grow really well and patches that don't. So I've been kind of stacking hay every winter in a little parts of this to try to get it up, get the fertility back up, get the cows feeding on it, add the organic matter, the manure, the urine, all that stuff. But the top corner is like really unsheltered area, and I don't like to put my cows out in the middle of a pasture in the middle of the winter where it's super cold and the wind is blowing real bad. They need to get out of the wind. They can handle a lot of cold temperature, but they don't like the wind. So I have hesitated to stack any hay up here, but this year it's just been so mild. It's been like great 20s and 30s, it's pretty steady. We just got this snow here the other day, a couple days ago, but other than that, I mean, it's been nice weather. So it's not like last year we had a couple of stretches where we were like, with the wind chill, we were 40 below and stuff. 30, 40 below is pretty nasty for the cows. They want them to be able to get in the trees and stuff, but this is a perfect opportunity to take advantage of this weather and get this fertility back up, boosted on this pasture. I'm just finding like bare patches of ground that haven't had any hay on them, and I'm dumping bales, trying to spread them out pretty good. Take a little ride around here and see what we've got. Yes, if I was worried about wastage, I would be using ring feeders on these, but the quality of the hay is really low. This is more just volume to get them fed, so I'm okay with them picking around at the good stuff. They obviously found a good patch right in there. They would go crazy after that. I'm all right with them picking around at that and wasting a little bit because it's all adding to this pasture. These bales, I made these all myself and they didn't really cost me a whole lot. So I don't got fertilizer into them. I don't got pasture rent or anything. So it's pretty much just a volume game right now. These are dry cows. They're early in the first trimester of the pregnancy. They do just fine with it. So they'll be waste. They'll eat a bunch of the hay, and then whatever they don't like, they'll bed down. See where they bedded down on it overnight, and they just kind of laid into the ground. Here's one they just got just about finished. They're cleaning up a little bit. These are bales that I put out 2 days ago down here. Yeah, this pasture here, there's like a acre or two here that's pretty dry, and it doesn't hardly grow anything in the summer. There's bushes, kind of woody bushes. There's a little bit of grass that grows here. Pretty mossy. It's very poor ground. So I started on the edge of that. There's a wet spot over there, and I just started laying bales there. And the next couple of weeks, I'll lay more bales and kind of keep working my way across here to that next wet spot, and we'll have this area, you know, that's probably supporting right now it's probably getting like 20 or 30 cow days per acre for a year, and we'll boost that up to probably 150, something like that, the next couple of years if we put enough hay down. They're pretty happy. Wind's not hardly blowing. What you doing, buddy? That's our bull. We got like 40 cows here and one little yearling bull. They're all supposed to be bred, but he's a good one to watch, because if he starts checking, he starts following a cow, it may mean she lost her calf and she's cycling. We had that happen to one of them. But the last month or so, month and a half, he hasn't done a thing. He's tried, but there's nobody to breed. This stuff kind of a little bit of mold on it, a little bit of high moisture. It's kind of junky. That's from like the outside of the bale. It gets a little better on the inside. They're picking around. They're finding some feed in it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't think I'd be doing this this winter. I figured we'd be locked in with a bunch of snow, but so far so good. We got a long ways to go. We still got all of January, February, March, and April, so we got like 4 months of winter. We'll see what happens, but I think I could be like 2 feet of snow with this big tractor and still be coming out here feeding bales if I need to. So we'll kind of take whatever Mother Nature throws at us and deal with it.